Welcome back to Growth Catalyst Hub. In our channel, we focus on three things: the skills that you need, the productivity that you need to focus on, and to turbocharge your career with both of this. In this episode, we are going to look at the 10 skills which separates billionaires versus the rest of the people. Rich people are rich people, billionaires are billionaires because they have got the skills and got them early compared to the rest of us. That's the only thing which separates people who are rich versus people who are not rich. But the moment you get those skills, you are already on your way to becoming rich. That's the beauty of getting these skills. What are these skills? Let's dive in. Skill number one, resourcefulness. You may have got very limited set of resources, but can you find solutions for your problems within the set of those constraints? In fact, a lot of business pundits talk about constraints being the most important condition for innovation to happen. If you have unlimited resources, there is no point, no need for innovation to happen, right? The moment you have constraints, the moment you have limited budgets, the moment you have limited hours, the moment you have limitations, is where there is a need for innovation, which happens there. And therefore, if you're limited on your budget, if you're limited on your hours, if you're limited on your resources, can you find ways and means of finding solutions to the problem that you have within the limitations of those that you have? Rich people have plenty of resourcefulness, not necessarily resources, but resourcefulness. They find solutions for the problems that they have within the constraints that they have, and they beat the constraint that way. If you have got only 2 hours left after your office hours and you want to find another passive income way, can you find that within those 2 hours? If you have got only mobile, can you use mobile as camera phone to shoot your YouTube videos, which is exactly what I have been doing. So you can find solutions in this day of ChatGPT and using templates and using AI. We all should be able to find those incredible solutions within the set of constraints that we are all facing. But the point that I'm making is, can you find that? And that is the number one trait which separates rich people from the not so rich. Number two, the quality of decisions that people make. The better quality decision that you are able to make, consistently able to make that is what will separate you if you have to become rich from the people who are rich compared to people who are not yet there. Why it matters? The better quality decision that you take consistently will make the success of whatever you are deciding on more and more obvious. But there is a problem. The problem is in two folds. One, the mental model that you use to make those decisions. And there are plenty of books about mental models, so I'm not getting into mental models. And people like Charlie Munger, greatest investor ever, Warren Buffett, have been using these mental models from time immemorial. They're all around us. What you do, what are the pitfalls on decision making, how to make good quality decisions, all of that are embedded into these, what we call as mental models. So, what are the mental models that you use when you make decisions? Do you even know that? And do you even know what ought to be used? Both are important. The second thing that you need to think about is the fatigue which can happen while deciding. The more decision that you take, the more fatigue your muscles get into. However, you can easily weed out most of the decisions in life if there are low penalty reversible decisions, as Jeff Bezos calls them. Most of the decisions in life are low penalty reversible decisions. The punishment or the negativity of a decision going wrong is typically low. And most of the decisions in life are also reversible. For example, if you want to go and eat in a restaurant and you need to decide where to go and eat, if you go to a wrong restaurant, eat a food which you don't like, yeah, you will suffer for now, but that is something that is low penalty. It has low negative outcome. The moment you understand this, you get into a place where you say that, okay, it doesn't matter where I eat, unless there's a business meeting that you are meeting somebody, and therefore it's an important place, and therefore you need to select carefully. Those are all exceptions to this rule. Most of the time, where you eat, what you eat, as long as it is healthy, as long as it is a routine one, doesn't matter. So you need to look at which are low negative outcomes, low punishment outcomes, and reversible outcomes. And for those calls, those decisions, can you do them on autopilot? Steve Jobs ordered 100 of same black colored turtleneck shirts, t-shirts, because he wanted not to get into the decision of what to wear. And lots of people, business people do this. They have exactly same set of kind of clothes to wear, same kind of food that they eat. And by doing this, they get out of this rut of decision making for low quality, low punishment decisions, reversible decisions. They train their mind on taking these decisions on autopilot and therefore freeing the resources to make better quality decisions. So, two things: you need to understand the mental models by which you are making decisions. Two, how to get out of these low punishment, negative, reversible decisions. Skill number three, doing one thing and doing one thing very, very well. So well that you become the world's authority, almost the world's authority on that subject, on that skill. If you're good at dancing, you can monetize it. If you're good in cooking, you can monetize it. And so many people have done that. If you're good at something, you can almost monetize that. You can almost make it another income stream for yourself. The thing is to figure out how to make that income stream, how to get to people so that they pay for you. But today's date, almost all skills can be monetized, but you need to be very, very good at what you are doing. It means two things. You need to understand yourself in terms of what your skills are, where you are very, very good at, where you are not so good at, where you are very, very passionate about, and therefore you can improve on. And second, obviously looking at who wants to pay for it, how do you monetize this? But everything starts with understanding yourself in terms of what skills you have and what you can be, where you can be the world's best in that skill. The fourth thing is resilience. I just can't talk enough about this. There is, if you ask me, the one quality which separates billionaires and people who have been very, very successful from people who are struggling is this one quality, resilience. Success doesn't come easily. People, all of us, see people who are successful. We don't necessarily see the kind of toil which has gone behind that success. If you look at cricketers who are very, very successful, we only see them playing in IPL. We only see them getting picked up in IPL auctions at mega crores. But we don't know the kind of toil that they have gone through. A Virat Kohli, a Rohit Sharma, we see their success, but we don't necessarily know the kind of work that they have done, the kind of hard work which has gone behind them picking up and doing the kind of things that they are doing in their matches. It requires extraordinary work ethic. It requires extraordinary resilience. You will fail, and there will be a patch where you will continuously fail, and you may be dropped. And Rohit Sharma was dropped. Virat Kohli has been booed. So you will go through some of these. And in spite of that, the question is, can you pick yourself up? Can you come back? Can you stay on the course? And that is what is going to separate a winner from the rest of them. If you can pick yourself up, if you can come back, if you can stay on the course consistently and put effort and heart and work, you will become winner irrespective of what happens to the rest of them. And that is the one thing which separates billionaire who has won it versus the rest of the people who are just admiring the billionaire, don't know how the billionaire got to what he is. Point number five is courage. A lot of times you don't know what you are good at. A lot of times you don't know whether you are ready. You have been preparing, you have been practicing. Are you ready? Not necessarily. Even before the exams, even the brilliant, most brilliant of the students worries that, there are two questions, three questions that she has not really fully studied, practiced. That worry is always there. We are never fully, completely, 100% prepared. And that is a fact of life. In spite of this, you need to go make the presentation. In spite of this, you need to go have that meeting. In spite of that, you need to go make that pitch. But how do you do that? That is where the courage comes. This courage is not just blind. Let's do that kind of courage. This courage is all about being prepared and yet recognizing that preparation has limitations and you will never be 100% prepared. And yet, in spite of knowing that you are not 100% prepared and you will never be 100% prepared, going ahead and doing it because it requires doing. That is the kind of courage that people who have become rich, people who have been successful, have exhibited time and again, compared to people who are waiting for the perfect time, who are waiting for the perfect moment, who are waiting for the perfect preparation, which never happens. So think about it, that courage to go on, jump in, so that you can get things done in spite of you not being prepared fully is the one trait which separates billionaires from the rest of the people.